which is exactly why I don't want to go live yet, because we still have to figure out what we're supposed to even talk about. I know I use the Motu thing as like a placeholder, but you can actually still order him. So
Yeah. Well, I was the one that was against that thumbnail from the beginning anyway. I was like, John, like attacking Mattel. First of all, I don't put this out to the public, but I'm secretly hoping that like Mattel, will pick up Flipboard. So, like I don't want you
I know, and
taking
we talk about
shots.
this all the time with the Flipboard thing, and like I think you're too far with Flipboard. In one aspect, like you've already got all this stuff created, but like they're not going to pick something up that is like stealing their art style.
No. Well, see, I think that's where you're fucking wrong, dude. Okay. I think you're a fucking piece of shit and a racist.
Oh my god, the truth is out. All right. Anyway,
John, how are you doing, buddy? We haven't done a live stream since the old Comic Con.
before Comic Con, yeah, I got so sick when I got as you know, you're taking me to the airport, and I'm like, can we just eat? Like, we'll just eat up there
No,
at the
John,
airport
let's
really
simulate
quick.
the whole thing. Let's simulate
Yeah,
the
yeah.
whole thing. This is me. All right, where's the airport? Where's the John? What terminal? What's happening?
Terminal 2.
All right. What am I doing?
I don't know.
Yes, yeah, you were very
It's so scary because he
Why am
drives
I
like this.
driving? Yes, you were getting sick. You had the comic crud, the Comic Con
Yeah.
crud. Even as you were going to that last day, your energy was like completely off.
Yeah, I was like, you said, "Do you want to eat now?" And I was like, "Well, let's just eat when we get up there. I'll be a little bit more hungry, and then we don't
Right,
have to worry
right.
about getting up there with traffic or whatever." And we get up there, and I'm like, "I'm just gonna go in the airport."
Yeah, and then you were just, man, it was, you were so sick you couldn't even do a live stream. You were just
No, it
like,
was
no, I'm
rough, man. It was rough. A lot of stuff coming out of my sinuses.
yeah.
Still, even
Well,
still. I mean, it's cleared up like visually, but still like multiple times this morning I'm just like, fuck, man. Like I feel normal. Everything's back where it should be,
yeah,
but I'm still just like, what is coming out of my head?
yeah. It doesn't go away. But also it's like this year was like not only how packed it was,
Yeah.
because even like preview night, remember how packed preview night was, dude? It
Way
was just
worse
like
than last
it was
year.
like we got wall to wall, and then the heat. It was just unfathomable heat, even though
Yeah. Why was it so hot this
I
year?
don't know.
I mean,
San
is it
Diego.
because it was so hot outside?
Well, yeah, but but it was like a weird type of heat. Like San Diego, downtown San Diego, if you don't know, it's like it's on the beach. Like it's on the coast. It's like a coastal downtown. But like there
I didn't
was
know that.
yeah, I mean the beach is real close.
We
But there
never
was
went
no.
outside, so I don't.
Well, John, you step outside and look to your left. That big ocean.
Yeah. Oh shit! You can see them. That's what I was seeing from the window.
John never looked left.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so that was part of it. It was just so hot everywhere you went. It was just so fucking hot, and it was just like,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, I got sunburnt on preview
Oh
day.
man, John
God, the
got it,
walk from the car to the convention center got me sunburnt.
dude. John's face. He had like the next day. You were like Patrick Bateman, where you had to pull off. Remember, like just you had to pull his face off. My
Yeah.
God,
Well, it
I've
didn't
never
help
seen
that
you so
the
red.
day I got sunburnt, I was also wearing my red shirt, so it like amplifies the
Oh
red.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, you look like a
So
tomato.
yeah, so then I like the next day I was like, "Oh, what colors should I wear?
Yeah,
Don't wear
yeah,
white, don't wear pastels, don't wear red." It's like tone it down with some dark colors. I was like, "Fuck, man, I am roasted."
yeah. It was rough. It was rough, John. But we persevered.
We did.
We did it, buddy. We made it. Some people don't make it through. Some people they go into Comic Con, they never come out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? How many disappearances? Buddy goes into Comic-Con. Oh, I'll just be right at the Mesco booth. You never hear from him again. That's it. That's
Yeah, I know. And this never gets talked about in the news, in the media. Like, I don't
no.
mainstream media not covering the San Diego disappearances.
Is that your Alex Jones?
I don't know. I don't know. Just conspiracy nut job voice. All right. Look,
Yes.
I had a good time with you, but something that ruined it almost was the fact that I couldn't get this.
That was the hot to trot, hot to get item for sure.
Dude, crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, out of all the exclusives that we are into, like our community, I feel like aside from the Jada Toys Invincible, this thing had to be the convention's like hardest to get item.
I would say Mesco had some hard to get shit, but that's also because it was probably very limited. This one they probably made a good deal of, and it was still fucking hard to get.
Yeah.
There was an online sale simultaneous
Instantly gone.
with this, yes, which just went like that. Did anybody in the chat? Hello, chat, by the way. Hi, chat. We don't want to ignore our lovely chat people.
No, we remember you guys are here.
Yes. But yeah, this one was I would say out of all of the stuff at Comic-Con, this probably, if we had to give a number one, is probably like the hottest item, the hot or the equivalent to the amount of people that want it. Not like we only made 100 of them. Like probably the hottest item, I would say.
Huh?
I would say this is probably the number one.
Yeah.
Hard to get.
For a company is to this scale, it's crazy that it was so hard. Like, this isn't baby numbers. But yeah, the online was an instant failure every time. Forget it. I mean, I guess it's kind of partially my fault for not utilizing those ticket things or whatever where you're supposed to
let me tell you something about
that. I did not do that at all this year.
Dude, I put all of my ticket. So if people don't know, when you get a ticket to STCC, like or whatever, like a badge, they give you a certain amount of slots that you can put into. Like, I'm trying to get stuff at Mattel, or I'm trying to get stuff at Funko or whatever. So, and they give you a lot. They give you like a lot of these slots. I put all of them into Mattel. I was like, this was the guy I was trying to get. I put all of them in. Nothing. I didn't get one pick. But my buddy Marcos did. And hence, that's the only reason I had this skeleton. So
well, Marcos is also why I got Professor X.
Marcos got you the Professor X.
But he did. Reese said he wanted it, even though it was for me. So then Marcos was like, "Wait, what? You said you wanted it."
Oh yeah. Well, I guess we all fooled Marcos.
Fuck we you, all Marcos. Fooled he deserves
it. Yeah.
Hey, I just wanted to obviously this little cutout's here, but I just want to say that I appreciate this knee design over what Hasbro does for a company that's comparable.
Yeah.
This is a much better choice. Obviously the Invincible, oh my God, I know you reviewed it, I reviewed it, wherever he's at. That's the best.
They do that the best.
Yeah,
they do that.
They even call it out. They're like, "Oh, check out our knees."
Look at those cool layers.
Yeah, this was fun. They had it on display. It was in 4 different setups in one little box.
Yeah,
but I mean, I'll probably never find it here. Now we're just kind of scrolling through, but I do want to call out the fact that what's her face? Evelyn was a shockingly good and accurate face.
Yeah, she looked good. She looked good up close. She looked good. That's why you got to see stuff up close. Sometimes you see pics, but maybe they also changed it since the Celine Dion.
Yeah, how do you spell her name? Evil. Oh, there we go. Wait,
maybe she's not on Creations yet.
She's not.
Oh, anyway. I'm remembering all the mommy Evelyn figures they did now. Looking at those, like Bat Evelyn, and then mommy Evelyn down there.
Yeah. This is the Death by Snoo Snoo.
Yeah. She'll kill ya. Yeah, she looks good.
But
Then
yeah,
we
the
got
the live action Evelyn, the online renders, everything they were showing off was all like duty. We kind of made fun of it, I think, even in a live stream.
yeah,
But then seeing what they actually manufactured, or at least for the show, that thing was probably the most accurate face out of all of them.
yeah, it was really good.
Really good.
Really good. They had a whole booth, a part of the booth with all their Chronicle stuff, and I was digging all of it. They had Panther. Okay. They had I did a bunch of booth reviews, and yeah, that one was fun, man. I'm wondering how long Chronicles goes, like just in general, because they have
Yeah.
already set up an order in which the shit doesn't have to be in the movie to be a
Yes.
Chronicles figure. Like their
Well, they
first
kind of
figure
started
was,
with that, didn't they?
yeah, Scareglow was the first figure,
Yeah, that's
one
what I
of the
said.
best ones. So, I'm interested. And then you got this boy right here, John.
Yeah, and the nice thing about this boy right here is that it's also sold out.
This one, okay. Did they give any warning that this one was popping up? Because I just saw an ad for like Entertainment Earth, and Entertainment Earth was like exclusive, and I was like, "The fuck is this?" And then I was just like, "Oh fuck!" And I got it. And
Yeah,
then
the
it obviously wasn't an Entertainment Earth exclusive because BBTS got it too.
yeah, so
So
somebody had stated, it was either Toy Arc or Toy News had said like, "Oh, and it's back, but it's back, with our partners." And then they shared the link to this, and I was like, "Oh, well, okay, great article that for the thing that I can't get." Um, but then I did see this morning that it is, and it says exclusive on here.
yeah.
But yes, it is, available. I shared the
Oh,
link to Entertainment Earth if you wanna get it. It's I don't know, I don't understand this. So, anything after the 5th, it says it down here, anything after August 5th will be fulfilled January 2027. So, that's what is happening here.
okay. It's another batch, I guess,
Yeah,
that they're
so
making.
I don't know why that's not happening with Big Bad, but whatever.
Right. Oh,
But this is
that's a new thing. Have they always done that, John? Like, waitlist, join the waitlist in Big Bad?
um,
I don't
yeah, I
remember
don't know.
them ever
I
having
don't
that.
I rarely use them, as we talked about yesterday with, like, DC stuff, like in art,
Right, me
their
too.
prices are just, like, ludicrous at this point.
I know. Watch out if you're buying in art.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
to the places that John and I know. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
this is a $72 figure. I look, I have even called it out because, what, this guy here, I think he's like 125 directly through InArt or something like that.
right?
If you are not part of the pre-order, like once it's in stock, it's that price, and if you pre-order, it was cheaper. Um, the the method I think they're doing is the like, well, let's show people what we can do. Release this thing at $72, and then from there we'll start slowly raising our prices as people kind of get pulled in and locked in. And it
Yeah.
seems it's working, obviously.
Yeah, the Batman who laughs. You know what I mean, John?
Um, yeah.
Yeah, these are pricey boys and girls.
Hmm.
Um, but for in art. But yeah, yeah, I guess people are saying the wait list is new. You can get yourself you join the wait list for Skeletor, or just do what John says, go to Entertainment Earth if you want that. Who knows how long? But look at what it comes with, John. If you're not sold, it's a little kitty boy, little adorable kitty boy kitty.
Yes.
You know?
Highlight of the thing, like throw the figure away, keep cat. Um, so this is this is a great, like, really like an Easter egg. I don't remember. Did he ever have a? Was there ever a cat in the scene?
I don't think so.
Because now I'm like, yeah, I can't remember when
Yeah,
he's
was there a Panther
like,
appearance in the movie?
Yeah, if anything, is like I'm just trying to remember, did he ever pet a cat at all? But I don't think so. I think this is unique to this figure,
If
which
you
is very
didn't,
fun.
then that's a major fail because you could just put a cat anywhere. You put it in the background. You could, this is soft goods, by the way, or at least the suit is right, and
Yeah, yeah,
everything,
yeah,
and the pants maybe too. Or
yeah, yeah.
I think I forgot who it was. Somebody took the Skeletor head and they put it on a suit body, like a sculpted suit body. I saw it on Instagram, and it looked really good. It looked I feel like it looked better than, like, this
Oh,
suit. Th
yeah,
This looks a little
because he's too bulky underneath.
yeah,
Mezco does
yeah,
a good job of, like, putting a thin body in to make up for the thickness of fabrics.
yes,
They
yes,
didn't do that
yeah.
here.
Cabo saying EE wants a $20. That's why, I
Yeah.
always what I always do, I don't know, John, if you're like that, like, like, I either get something else I want if I'm going to
Yes.
Entertainment Earth, or, like, Reese and I will split, like, he wants this Skeletor too, so we just get
Yeah,
whatever equals the amount. But yeah, I never pay the $20 shipping ever.
yeah. Worst case, I'll go in and cancel an old order and then, like, add that to
Yeah, you
this.
just add it in.
As long as it's
Um,
$79 or more, you get free shipping.
yeah. So
But
do
yeah,
that.
that is their biggest issue is, like, anything that's reasonably priced, you're kinda like, "Ugh, god, now I have to buy more stuff."
Yeah,
But
exactly.
at least they don't hold it all. They'll ship it individually. So, like, I went on there and bought, basically 80% of the Street Fighter stuff from Storm Arena, and since half of them are pre-orders, they just ship them out whenever.
Oh, and but you still get the free shipping.
Where Big Bad Toy Store, you pay $6 every single time.
Right, right. Yeah, you get dinged every yeah. That is true. Let's say hi to just some of the people in the chat right here. VPG saying that he missed all the Jada stuff online. Yeah, that was another one. We'll talk about that in a second. That Tone guy, the page from Hasbro's Playbook. Let's just blast through some of these. Pickle D is here. Turtle Layer is here. Kill Fur. Durant. Casper's here. Hi Esther. Oh, Esther's here. I know who Esther is. There's only one Esther that follows us, John. That's the thing.
Yes.
Okay. Fun fact, my daughter's middle name is Esther. I don't know if you know
Oh,
that, John. Fun
nice.
fact for everybody in the chat. Uncle Tech. Uncle Tech is who helped me. We met Uncle Tech at Comic-Con. This is one of the cool things about Comic-Con is you can meet some of the people that before were just names. Just names. You're like, this is just the name, right? This is not
Mhm.
a human being. And then he pops. Although Uncle Tech might not be a human being, he might be like a robot or an android or something.
Yeah, I mean, look, let's face it. His name is Tech. His real name is
Right.
Tech. And uh yeah, I'm gonna say based on meeting him, his name, his lore, he is cyborg.
Oh, you think he's a cyborg? Oh,
Yeah,
okay. So
he's
he's partially
partially human.
human.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go with that. Oh, and there's Esther right there. Hello, dear. Mickle Stapler, Super Joe is right there. You got Nolan. Okay, you got Tony Taponi right here. You got Dust Tapes being all dusty. You got NorCal. You got Reed Duchess. I'm glad that a lot of these people came back because after Gary was on the live, I think we lost probably half of our base. So it's good that we see
Yeah.
the survivors. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
Like,
spent the last like 4 days sending out personalized DMs, just like apologizing.
oh, good. Yeah, I'm glad. I was going to mention to you that we should do that. Like, start getting some of these people back. I promised some people Gary wouldn't be back. Like, can you please join the live stream? And people were like, okay, as long as you fulfill your promise. So so Gary, yeah, you are banned
Yeah.
moving forward.
But we just want to be clear, Gary, it's your fault.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. No, yeah, this is not one of these things where we're like we share the blame. Like it was all kind of on you. Alpha Magnus Creations, what's up? But Alpha Magnus just sent me something pretty awesome that I'm gonna review, and then Alter Clark, and then Sprecher Crazy right there, and then everybody there. So hello chat, welcome back. promise Gary's not coming back. We also got Brian Brink, Master of Charts, right here saying, good morning, fellas. Repping hard for 26 fucking months. Okay. That's if I had a chart of how long Brian was a member, it would go like this.
Yeah, the scary part is like the predicting. It's like, whoa, my God, there's like a massive fallout. It's like predicting the markets, you know?
Right, yeah.
His charts are like, to be successful, it's here, but for some reason there's this woof.
Is that when Gary showed up? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was like what is that? What is that? Like when something like oh God, you're a writer, you should have this word. When there's some event that happens, you know, it's like all the timeline shit with the Marvel. There's this one moment where it splits off the timeline. It's like an event, an unknown event where the history changed or for the future.
Well, I'm my head is going back to the Future 3 where Doc is like doing the chalkboard and mentioning the event.
Yeah.
What is
the
that?
event?
Somebody will know.
Damn it.
Somebody will know.
Yeah, Gary was
in this case, Gary. What is it about Gary that, like, why is Gary so unlikable? Like what? Like, John, what would you say it is? Like, because he's a nice guy, but for some reason, like, most people don't like him. Like, what is it?
I thought you were joking. Yeah. I mean, I guess if we're just gonna kind of be open about it, it's probably mostly his personality.
Okay. Luckily, he can change that.
Incursion.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, an incursion. An incursion occurred. That's the new Avengers movie. Avengers Incursion. That's the sequel to the Doctor Doom.
Yeah, that's how we get every single character you've ever cared about into a movie.
John, you know what's crazy is Robert Downey Jr. is playing Doctor Doom. What?
That can't be true because I heard the voice. It's not him.
Oh yeah, that's not true.
He's some like he's from some place.
You know what sucks?
Doom.
This is nothing against like Robert Downey Jr., John.
Yeah.
But like,
I hate the voice.
Yeah, like if he shows up and he does that voice,
you're like,
and you're the director,
right?
There's nothing you can do.
I know. You're like, I guess.
I mean, like you just have to take it.
I guess that's what he sounds like.
Like, can you even give him a? Do you think you can even give him a note at that point? Like, I mean, you paid $20 million for this guy. He shows up, and you're like, all right, Robert, first see, let's get. He's like, all right, and then you roll. He's like, I've been saving this, boys, and he's like, I am Dr. and you're like,
oh no, you kind of just sound like Mickey Rourke in your second movie. Bird. No, I want my bird.
I have whips.
I could have been a better character that didn't get thrown away, but I want the bird, my bird.
You can't do shit. You can't do shit, John. You just have to. You just have to sit there. You sit there with your hand.
It's like they paid him so much to be able to do whatever he wants, and I don't think there's even a moment where they're like, "Hey, we're getting a lot of like shit for this, and so we're gonna just have you do like ADR for like with a different voice." And he's like, "No,
yeah." It's like, no, I don't think we're gonna be doing that. That's it. You just. He has that. There's something that I love about just the balls to just be like, nah, I'm not gonna. No, I won't do that. And you're just like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? Because that's just who it is. $5 super chat from Alter Clark. I love it when Florence Pugh talks like that. LOLs. It's hot. Well,
it's
Florence
different.
Pugh, I'll let her have that one.
Yeah. Plus,
you know,
it's Florence. It's Florence Pugh. I mean, there's just a big difference between their voices too, though. Like hers works. It's like it's not as in your face, I think, because he's also so slow and trying to be menacing, and it's like,
it's. Yeah, so who said Nosferatu? It reminded me a little of like, Yeah, it sounds like oh, toy collectors here. It sounds like, yeah, Eggers Nosferatu. It's that slow. Yeah, it's just that, like, he's a
That's
really
why the
great actor.
runtime is so long.
Huh?
That's why the runtime of the movie is so long.
Oh,
It
just
just
because
it's
he's
drawn
just
out.
this is the director's like, "Hey, come on. Maybe we cut this down and yeah, yeah, there's just nothing you can do with a big actor like that. Like that's one of those movie situations where the actor is so big and getting paid so much, he just takes over. Yeah, I can't even imagine you can adjust them. You know what I mean?
That's unfortunate, man. What voice would you give Doom?
I mean, I agree that it should be a European voice. You know what I mean? But like that just sounds like anytime an American does a Russian accent, it's always like that. That's like the hack accent. It's always like, yes,
It's Latverian.
yes, it's you Americans with your how do you say hot
Yeah,
dog
yeah.
and hamburger? They always do that.
And there, you always have to like one of the selling lines of being like, "Oh, this is his second language." Is when they go, "How do you say?"
Oh
And
yeah, 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 yeah. That's
they
right.
say
How
the
do you
thing.
say? This is American. How do you say the end of the road? You know, yeah. It's always that accent.
Yeah.
I would. My father was Arabic. He had a very Arabic accent. So maybe that would be new. But maybe my father he talked like this. He's so maybe I do an accent like this, you know. But this is weird because it's not is a Middle Eastern accent, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
I would go, I would. That's kind of how he talked. Like I would pivot into something I know. I wouldn't take a role where I had to be Eastern European. I don't know how to do Eastern European,
So
you know.
I had a role. I do this quick scripts thing here at the local university. It's just like an open theater experience for anybody to participate in as a writer, director, or actor. And they're just 10-minute plays. You still get the script. You only get like 2 hours to rehearse
Oh yeah, you're telling me about
and
that.
then you
Yeah, yeah.
perform it. So there's like 4 of these plays, 10 minutes each. The audience comes in. It's always a good time. But they're mostly comedies because you can write a 10-minute comedy that is absurd that you couldn't do like a 2-hour production of.
Yeah.
And one was I had to be this. It was kind of a generic accent, and so mine was, and it was a comedy character. So mine was like, "Oh wow, you guys are like a really good. Wow, I like when you did the thing with the script. The good time, keep it up. Yes, okay." That was the accent.
It's almost like John C. Riley like
Yeah,
meets
Groot,
like
or
lot
Gru. I mean,
the dude from Taxi, Andy Kauf. Yeah,
so
yeah.
yeah, it was like just this wild over the top thing, and maybe that's what Doom should be.
He should-
Oh wow, Avengers, you're like real strong, but check me out. The boom, I block it with my fingers.
John, I think you got it, man.
Yeah.
I
All
think you
right, I'm gonna
nailed it.
take that trailer and I'm gonna redub the whole thing with
I
that.
think you should. I think you should. Hey, come on, man. You telling me that people didn't laugh the first time they heard the Bane voice? They probably laughed, you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
after a while, you know, like it just kind
yeah.
of stuck in your head. You know,
I am
just
Doom. Wow.
wow, it got such fancy gear and gimmicks. How does sounds like Iron Cheek? Funny enough, he loved the Iron Cheek because we would watch wrestling together. My dad loved the Iron Cheek because you know we were all evil back then. He was just the evil guy. That I love how black and white wrestling was back then, John. Like in the 70s, 80s, it's just like, all right, what's your gimmick? I you know, like I am the Iron Sheik. Okay, so you're the bad guy because you're from Iran. Okay, good. You know what I mean? And then
Oh.
you know, like you're the Nikolai Volkov, you're from Russia. Okay, so you're the bad guy. But that would be it. Like you're just by just because you're there, you're
Yeah,
from there.
yeah.
Like Russians really got a raw deal back then. It's just like I am Russian. Okay, you're evil. Oh, okay, but I love America and here to, I love this. No, you're the evil guy. You're evil. And it's okay. You're just evil because of where you're from. That's how wrestling.
Yeah.
Wrestling was
Luckily, that's not like that anymore.
huh?
Said luckily it's not like that anymore.
Oh.
Imagine a world where like not even
Oh.
for entertainment people thought like that.
Yeah, exactly. That's yeah, you're from here, you're evil. What we got Attackmus right here. I think I've heard of this guy, Luigi Primo. Um if it's who I'm thinking of, hold on. Wait, I gotta look him up on my phone because if I do it on my computer, it's fucking everything's gonna crash. Luigi Primo. Is it? Oh no, okay. I saw this guy. So this dude, if anybody saw my wait, is this the guy that I'm thinking of? Yeah, he's a newer wrestler.
The guy
I
that took
went
out
to a
the healthcare CEO?
no. I went no, not him. I went to an Insane Clown Posse show a few months ago with Reese, and they had a little wrestling thing. They had a wrestling thing beforehand. And Luigi Primo was one of the wrestlers. Basically, what he does, he comes out, looks like whatever stereotype Italian thing you have in your head with the mustache, and he spins a pizza, like he
Oh my
spins
God.
pizza dough, and he hits the other wrestler with the pizza. Dude, he was so over, dude. Everybody was like, Louis, dude, people fucking love this guy. I said in the video, I was like, McMahon or whoever's running WWE, you got to pick that guy up. He's like a harken back to old school wrestling where it's just like you're whatever stereotype. You're whatever stereotype you are, that's you,
And we're allowed to do that with Italian still, so let's go.
Yeah, you can still do that with Italian. Italian is like one of those like yeah, it's still safe. Toka that Razor, by the way, okay, who is Italian too? I don't know. Toka that Razor, are you Italian? I'm trying to think of a transition, but he is that's him throwing out memberships like pizza toppings. It's just like John, is this
I like it.
I
That's
can't
good.
get canceled for this, right?
No, you Italians are fine.
Oh, Italians are fine. He's putting the memberships like pizza toppings. Thank you, buddy. Keeping the lifeblood going. God knows I needed it. This one, let me see the ones that made me sad. So this one makes me a little sad right here that my buddy Joe wasn't a member. Let's keep him outed while I look for somebody else. Is there anyone else that should have been a member that was not? John, what if I saw you here? Then I'd get really sad. No, I think everybody else makes sense. But yeah, Joey, you and I will have to talk later. Yeah, thank you for that Toker, that Razor. It's the best dude. It should be, yeah. It's awesome. Like, and seeing him just like in person, dude, that crowd, he had that crowd in his hand. They were like, because he was like throwing pizza on the guy. The guy was like, oh, I can't see. And then he like hit him in the nuts. It was fucking great.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yes.
That is awesome. I love a good pie to the face, and I don't mean clown style. Over that.
Whoa.
Over it.
Oh, that was a little weird. Thomas Goes and says, I'm Italian. I'm offended. We don't all toss spaghetti. Sometimes it's seedy.
Wow.
John, how cool was Little Italy? John fell in love, as did I, like a million times in Little Italy with the food. John, the food.
Yeah. Great, thick old big slice of pizza in the hottest restaurant, second hottest restaurant we were in the entire week. And then this sandwich from the deli, which was connected to Mona Lisa, which is a restaurant. Probably the best sandwich that any of us have ever had.
Amazing.
Including your wife.
Yeah. Whoa, wait. Whoa.
Yeah.
John,
I know.
You're talking about my wife.
Yeah. She told me.
Dude, John and I and Reese and Marcos, we went to this deli and we were there. It was like really late. And it's like typical like deli guys are like, yeah, let's make a sandwich, like that kind of guy. And then this group of like Italians young Italians, like half chicks, half dudes, comes in, and like you can already tell their energy is like, they want to fuck shit up. And one of them goes to the deli guy. He's like, "Hey, your flag is upside down outside." And he's like, the fucking deli guy, like he's had a whole 8-hour shift. He's like, "The fuck? What are you talking about?" He's like, your flag outside. I don't know why I'm Dr. Doom. He's like, your flag is upside down outside. And he's like, "Let me fucking take a look at this." And like they walk outside. John, what happened? They just
I don't know, because we weren't out there, but it was basically like it wasn't.
it was just
That's
fine,
the end
right?
of that. That's like basically all TikTok pranksters now.
Yeah. These were just pranksters. And it was just a bunch of girls. It was like, it's just like we're being stupid out on the town.
How
Who are
lucky
these
were
old
we,
guys
though?
trying to get deli shit?
Yeah, how lucky were we that there were 4 of us and they had 4 things of bread left. Two of
Dude,
2 types.
it was meant to be. They had 2 ciabatta. Everybody's interested in this story. They had 2 ciabatta breads and 2. What was the other bread that they had?
I don't know.
Oh
They
my
called it
God.
torpedo.
It was what?
They called it torpedo.
Yeah, a torpedo.
But it had to be absolutely. I mean, I just did like I don't know, essentially like a basic Italian kind of sandwich, like an Italian, and it was the
Dude,
best sandwich I've ever had in my life, and it's crazy.
Best.
Even eating the leftovers, like a couple bites 2 days later, it was still like right out of the fridge. It was still just like, what is happening?
Yeah. No, yeah. My wife had I told you that the next day when we went to Comic-Con, my wife texted me. She's like, "I just had that sandwich you put in the fridge, the other half. This is the greatest sandwich." I was like, "Yeah, isn't that fucking sandwich wild?" It was crazy.
Yeah. So we want to thank our sponsor, Mona Lisa Deli, for sponsoring this segment.
John, by the way, John, I want us to get sponsored by like a completely off model, like sponsors. This is what I want. Like, I don't care if you're not into toys. It could be like coffee grinds, and John and I will just make it funny, and we'll just sponsor this show. We don't give a fuck. Who cares? I'll do, ad for tampons. Who gives a shit? Just sponsor our stupid show.
Yeah. Maybe that should be the name of our show.
Yeah, I think so.
Call it Sponsor Our Stupid Show.
Yes. Shell Shock Shell does want us to move on from this conversation. So, John, let's move on. The next thing we did is we went to Tacos El Gordo. So let's move on from Italian food to tacos.
I did say that the pizza place was the second hottest, and it left people wondering what was the hottest.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. So 20 minutes on this. Let's go. What'd you like about the tacos?
Well, I didn't eat there this time because I had previously eaten prior to going, but we got lucky that there was seating upstairs, but we really shouldn't have done that, because even sitting down, it was just the hottest place that you could possibly be in San Diego.
Yes. Yeah. So Tacos El Gordo, if you don't know, is San Diego staple. Okay. If you want, and it's a chain, by the way, but like lines around the block sometime. We got lucky. We got right in. But if you're in San Diego and you're like, I want an authentic, honey, where can we get authentic Mexican tacos? You go over there. And but there's a tactic that they clearly have, is they boil you as you sit down there, because I just think they just don't want you sitting in there for as long as you have to. Like they just want you to eat your shit.
Hot outside, you're tired, you've been walking around. They don't. I mean, I guess this is the case, but at the same point, everybody that works there has to suffer now.
Yep.
That over those grills, that they are hotter than we are sitting up there.
Oh man.
And that's all day long.
Yeah, it's fucking it's rough, but the tacos are fucking great.
I will say, like, for the convention itself, the food that they had, which was all overpriced, and it was 90% NAN's pretzels. If you could find a place that was selling actual food, sandwiches and things, I paid way too much for a chicken sandwich and paid $7 for a churro, but that churro was probably the best churro I've ever had in my life.
At the convention?
Yeah, it's crazy. And it was just like, they're just making churro, this isn't like, it's authentic. It was just, here's a churro for $7, which is too much. Maybe because it was $7, but it was so good.
Wow, $7 churro. Holy shit. What's in a churro that can? Oh my god, that is a wild markup. We got right here. Member, he's been a member for 27 months. Ramen Toy. Is this the first stream after S? Yes, welcome, Ace. Ace, we saw Ace there. Ace was in some highfalutin fancy hotel with fucking a butler and everything. That was pretty cool. And no, I'm joking, but it was a pretty nice. Ace's hotel was pretty damn nice though.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like right. It was right next to Comic-Con. We got to meet him, and then my new Warcraft buddy, soon to be Warcraft buddy Darren. Okay, because Darren was all about like Warcraft, and Ace is like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking. We were literally walking down the street, and like me and Darren are just talking Warcraft. They're like, oh, remember in this instance, you have to beat the guard, but you can only do it with the axe of righteousness. And Ace is like, what the fuck are these nerds talking about? You know what I mean? Like,
the crazy thing is Darren still plays like a lot, and you haven't played for a while, right?
Yeah, he's like right in it. You know what I mean?
He may have pulled you back,
dude. I after that conversation, I was kind of interested. Dude, we got some of that sweet attack.
Peter, you got to come to Miami's the only place for churros.
John, I didn't even get to read the chat. You're already attacking him.
I mean, I'm not saying that it's the best churro that exists out there. It's just the best one that I've had.
I know, but I like how pithy and right to the point this comment is. John doesn't know from churros. That's all he said.
Yeah.
Thanks, Peter.
I don't know what from churros.
You don't know shit. He's saying you don't know, John. You know what, dude? You don't know shit about shit. Okay.
Probably not.
That's all I'm saying. Okay. You got to eat more meat, John. Maybe that's why you got so sick. Maybe your tummy is like a little boy tummy, and it needs more.
I don't really understand this. I need to eat more meat.
Like
everything we've talked about was meat.
Enough, huh?
Everything we've talked about was meat, except for the churro. So I don't understand. No meat in the churro.
Dude, remember that fucking dessert place that like stupid fucking Reese, man? Like, dude, there was this dessert place in Comic-Con. They had like banana pudding. They had like these really cool looking cookies, this and that. And like I was all I don't chat. Do you ever do this? It's like your friends cock block you from like eating good shit, and like stupid Reese is looking at it. He's like, it's overpriced, and he walks off. And so I don't want to be the only asshole that's like fat eating a fucking cookie. So I'm like, I guess I'm not going to.
They had like I don't know what exactly it was, if it was brownie or like a cookie brownie thing or something. It was like this huge square. It was probably like this
god,
big.
It looked fucking great, dude.
Dude, I wanted one so bad.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to wait in line.
But Reese is like, he just downplayed the whole thing. So it's like, I'm going to be the only asshole that eats a cookie. He's like, no, that's too expensive. And he's just like, it wasn't even that expensive, Reese. It was like $5.
Yeah. Well,
you know, $5 for a cookie. No. And then he fucking walks off. What is Ramen Toy saying? After you guys left the hotel, one of the hotel staff had a seizure, and we had to help call 9. Oh shit, that's fucked up. Hope they're okay. Probably a heat, John.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but I don't know. STCC was John. So this is your second STCC. Any thoughts this versus the other, or like it was better the first time, or anything like that?
It was better the first time.
Oh,
it was less hot the first time, and it wasn't as crowded on some of the days the first time. Yeah. But the second time was, now I'm seeing people that I've met already, which is nice. The conversations can shift a little bit. More natural, I think, because I hate the one thing about meeting new people is just like that introduction conversation you have to do. Like, it is a little different at Comic-Con. It's not like you go to some event like for work and you're meeting new people and, so what do you do? Well, I'm in analytics and I handle all the. It's like, no, all that's gone. But it's just nice to have those, to see new people that you haven't met in real life, like Quip. Right. And Quip is, is it the right thing to say that he is a brick house?
Oh, Quip is a giant, dude.
Dude, he's so, and he's like, he's not fat, as you guys see from the stream. So when I say big, I mean he's a big guy, but he's also tall on top of that. So he's just like this brooding, like. But then you
Yeah,
have like the nicest, kindest person inside of this thing that could
yeah.
just like juggernaut through the. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, he could kill all of us very very easily. But yeah, he's like just a nice guy. We had a sort of like we went to a bar with it was Quip and then Gash Money Records, as he likes to be called. Okay, he's insisting. By the way, I told him, hey, because I'm willing that Wave 2 gets made. Okay, I'm already putting it out there. He said when Wave 2 gets made, I want to be credited, because we are going to credit all the artists because we're not fucking assholes. He's like, I want to be credited as Gash Money Records. I was like, okay, are you sure? That's his thing. That's Brandon Gash's thing. He actually, I think he wants like Mondo to credit him like that too.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a little strange, but I'm not going to tell him.
When we had dinner, when all of us plus Quip and Gash had dinner together at that little place in Little Italy, he was like really opening up about the fact that he's upset because he's really been pushing for that, and he's trying to get it part of his agreements, or contracts or whatever. Gash Money Records, and he interrupts people. I mean, he didn't say it like that, but that's the way I understood it, was that if somebody's like, hey, Brandon Gash, and he's like, Gash Money Records, man, what are you doing?
Yeah, he actually won't even, he's doing a new thing where he won't look at you unless you address him.
He's like, Gash Money is fine.
Yeah. He's gonna get so mad. People are gonna think you're being real. Needles right here, Mr. Gary Dolan. By the way, Gary, don't watch the first 5 minutes of this live stream. Needles one super chat, $5 USD donation towards your cookie. Look, he's giving me a cookie right here. Although I can't get those cookies anymore, Gary, because it's gone, because Reese already cock blocked me with the fucking cookies. That cookie looked delicious. Okay, it was like a once in a lifetime. Just fucking. Pickle D is saying don't shit on it. No, I'll shit on him. I'll shit on him, Pickle D. Okay. Attack Peter saying, imagine the churros in whatever Carolina. John, do you have is the churro game on point in East Carolina or whatever Carolina that you're from?
Thank you, West Carolina. Well, I mean, look, we're in San Diego. Churros are going to be nicer than North Carolina.
Oh shit! You're saying that Miami doesn't have good churros?
Is that what I said?
Oh, sorry.
So San Diego is obviously going to be better than North Carolina, but North Carolina does have some, like, I mean, we got like legit like Cuban places and stuff. So, meaning to say, like, it seems like Cuban food is really hard to find. Mexican food can be very easy to find. Authentic is obviously a little harder, but we got, we have like a pretty wide range of stuff. Obviously, it's not Miami, but San Diego's, obviously better.
Yeah, Miami. I mean, let's face it, Miami's overrated.
And what makes a good churro?
Yeah, exactly. What the oil,
the sugar.
Yeah, exactly. Miami's overrated, and so are the people that live there. John. So in terms of Comic-Con, we got to address a few things about Comic-Con. There's a lot of booths we did not see. Okay, it's just the thing that we run into is the.
Not to mention some of these booths. Not to mention that some of these booths, like the Big Bad Workshop, the Blockies, the McFarlane, they're all just like way away from everybody else.
Yeah. So Big Bad Workshop was in the middle of nowhere, man.
Yeah, it's like in the midst of like resell booths that like, hey, we resell toys, or we have cards, or like all of that kind of stuff you see at every convention.
Yeah.
And then they're just like in there, and you're like, oh, unless you knew to look for them, you're looking at the map, and let's face it, we don't look at the map. It's like you just kind of happen to come across it, and it was very hard to be in that space too. Like their booth was smaller, which is fine, but the aisle that it was in was not very wide. Like if you get over into like the Artist Alley or where Mondo is, those aisles are like really wide. But that starts to get really condensed with those smaller places, and it was like you're trying to stare, like look at their NPC figures, and then people are walking up, keep moving. If you're not there, you gotta keep moving. You're like,
there's always some asshole security guard. Hey, dickhead security guard. And it's not just the one guy. It's that mentality of like, dickhead security guard. You walking down the aisle and screaming, keep moving, is not doing anything. Okay.
Right. Because everyone is trying to keep moving.
Yeah, we're trying to keep moving, you fucking schmuck. You're just loud, and you're in people's you're just an annoying, and they exist all over Comic-Con. And if you stop and breathe for 5 seconds, nothing makes you feel better than like, you gotta keep moving. Yeah, dummy. I'm not creating a tent in the middle of the fucking place. I'm literally just stopping for a second and be like, where am I? And looking at the aisle, you shithead. Holy fuck.
It's basically just nobody can move, including them, but because they have a shirt with a pattern on it, they feel like they can say that to just get people to get out of their way.
Dude, it's like the Russian.
And they're not even security guard. These are like the volunteer people.
Yeah, the volunteers. It's like the Russian prisoner experiment. Remember where they gave them guard uniforms, and then they just changed their mentality. It's like they just turn into assholes. Like there's a bunch of assholes at Comic-Con. Yeah, there's a lot of people. We don't need you to tell us to keep moving. Damn, Peter, he really is honing it. Peter, this is how you know he's a bully, man. He hones in, and then he just won't stop. He's attacking you, John. He's saying with the $4.99, which hopefully went to me.
Yeah,
he's saying what makes a good churro. Exactly, John.
That's the best part, is that all of these have gone to you.
He just knows that you're rolling so hard. You don't really need the money. You know what I mean? With me, he knows that I've showed Peter my finances. He's like, ugh, like, hey, let me throw you a few things. John, I think I'll say in the future, maybe a churro off. Maybe, like you, John, you pick a few churros. Peter will pick a few churros, and then you send me the churros, because I don't know who picked what churro, and I'll eat them. And I'll eat them on camera, and I'll be like, "Ooh, this is," and I'll judge, and then we'll see. I'm objective in this situation. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm so glad that we found a way to continue talking about churros.
So Big Bad Toy Store, that was in the middle, dude. Like I couldn't see. Did you see? I saw it after the fact. PCS had these like amazing. I can't afford them, but like like the Kacharik brothers did these turtle statues, like Mirage turtle statues, where they're all fighting mousers, dude. That's one I was just like, I couldn't even see that, man. I didn't even know where that booth was.
Weren't they pretty close to the front and in the main section last year?
I don't know. Last year they were like, if you're going in all the way to the right, just the they may have been there. But it was just like impossible. The sideshow booth had a million things. That was an exhausting.
Oh my God, sideshow booth. We didn't even talk about everything in that video, and there was a lot to talk about in that
video. That sideshow video that John and I did, it was like we covered maybe 70% of the shit. There was still like a bunch of like Star Wars stuff, and like, yeah, man, there was a ton of stuff. There was some really fun reveals. We went over like a bunch of. John, would you say? Well, like, were your favorite? We never really talked about the stuff yet. No, so, like, what were your favorite things? Favorite reveals? Favorite booth? Least favorite?
I hate to say this because Peter's in the chat and he's being a bully.
I was just thinking about that. You don't want to compliment a guy who's attacking you.
Being a real dickhead. I do want to acknowledge that, like, one, I'm thankful that Tempestra is finally there, but it's like goodbye Turtles with Tempestra. The Jada stuff was really fun. So the Street Fighter, the one-off characters that they're doing to help you complete your MVC, the Invincible line getting the Wave 3 shown off, all of those look so good. And after reviewing Invincible himself, that thing is great. And then everybody corrected me in the chat that basically almost all of the other figures are going to have ball peg wrist joints instead of the stupid like hinge things.
Oh, okay.
So that's an improvement. So they're just getting better and better. Like that, when you take the Ryu that they released first, their first action figure, and then you compare it to this Invincible, it's like these are two totally different companies. It's crazy.
You mean this Ryu?
Yes, headless. But as far as like best reveals, aside from the Jubilee statue, which I don't even know if that's new.
Oh man, I think it is new.
That and the Cyclops was really cool, but the Mondo stuff, obviously, seeing all the turtles, Shredder, the Ecto 1 is a master. That thing was 3D printed and painted is crazy, and it looks that good. It's so nice. When the production thing comes out, it's going to be unbelievable.
Yeah, I swear we're not just saying it because Peter's here, but that really was that really was the belle of the ball. Was that Ecto 1. Also, people are talking about how good looking I didn't think it was that good looking, but the pizza guy was that introduced. I was like,
oh yeah.
I thought that was a little. I was like, slow down, slow down. I mean, I'm just like you guys. I'm just like normal people.
Kind of became like a sex symbol.
Yeah, that's weird. How it's almost like you got to pop. Like it was a weird. It's weird that became the most famous thing about Comic-Con was the pizza guy. $1.99. You get a little kiss there, John.
I get a little kiss, a little smoochy, a little Peter, a little Peter kiss. I like that.
Yeah. That definitely was. I mean, you know, I finally. Oh my God! I just got my Donatello, my Mondo Donatello. So I'm going to review that. Yeah. So
mine's sitting on the table along with Deadpool.
Oh, that's right, John.
Yeah, got a nice little. Before we get to that, I do want to say that one of the things I was the most excited about seeing in person was that Jean Grey. The Jean Grey, which has new articulation stuff with her waist. That makes me really like Jean Grey. It's so nice. And the thing that I think I told Peter and Alex was that like in the original series, Jean was super boring to me. What? This looks like original series Jean, but it's not boring.
What? Boring?
Yeah, I didn't really care for her. I love all of the X-Men in 97, by the way. Everybody's awesome. Cyclops is a badass. Like they're all great. They really allowed everybody to have their moments. But that figure is just so well executed that it's like in art stuff where like you get to the certain point where something becomes such a piece of art that you're like, okay, now I do want it. Even if it's a character that I was less interested in. It's so well executed. Me likey.
Yeah. Very, very nice.
But the Deadpool
Cerebro, remember she had a little Cerebro helmet?
Yeah. And then the little Magneto one.
That's gotta be sucky, John. You're like an actor and you're the X-Men movies, and everybody gets to do physical stuff, and all you can do is just this. Just this. That's all you can do. You can't. It's like you got to take a shit and you can't take it. You know what I mean?
Well, I was thinking about that with the Invisible Woman in the new Fantastic Four movie. At the very end, the big, fight against Galactus, and she's just there going.
I know. John, you have the only Deadpool in the wild.
Yes.
Everybody rob John.
Which is what I wanted to get into. It was 10 minutes maybe before the whole convention closes down. The whole thing's shutting down. See you next year, folks. And I get a call from this guy. And he's like, you guys gotta get over here to the booth before they push us all out or whatever. And I run over. I sprinted. I was sweating by the time I got there.
Yeah, I was sweating.
I was like, what is it, Peter? And then handed me the Deadpool. Inbox, still mint. Inbox. One of two paint what are they called? Paint Masters.
Yeah.
So it's incredible for anybody who hasn't seen the Deadpool from Mondo. I think we talked about it in a live stream. The accessories are so fun. They've executed it so well, especially for an animated to kind of can we force this figure to exist? All the little details like the domino, but it's really well done. And I don't want to open it now because it's in that
the display
Wolverine
case
style.
is the way it's displayed is really, really nice.
Yeah.
It's really, really nice. And I got something too, but I'll never tell until I do a review. That was that was a fun that was just a fucking fun time. I don't know what John, and Peter sent a loot box. How does the loot box work?
Huh?
I can't even highlight it.
What?
Look at the thing. It says right under the truth feed. He says, shout out Hatter and John, appreciate it. Not thank you, buddy. Tech Peter says sent loot box 1,000 jewels.
Oh,
I don't even know what that is.
I don't either. Why? And you can't highlight it. And there's a little animated. There's a little animated loot box.
Is that like a virus?
What does 1,000 jewels do, and why did he send it to you?
I don't know. I want 1,000 jewels. Super chat 5 USD. I don't know if you want to keep or sell. I don't know if I want to keep or sell my Hasbro Ecto 1 after seeing Mondo's.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
See you later, Hasbro.
Yeah, Alter Clock. Well, Alter Clock, thank you for the $5. Alpha Magnet, we did not run into Ryan Reynolds, okay? So, but the Mondo Deadpool, I think, is good enough that John has. Although I found out after the fact he was there. Here's how much I would care if I knew he was there.
If who was there?
If I knew Ryan Reynolds was there. This is how much. This is me caring about celebrity face. But yeah, he was there.
Wow. I thought you weren't really like big on seeing celebrities in person.
Oh, oh, sorry. My acting was too good. What do you say? I don't know what I did there. The loot box. It just told me I could. I like how Peter is like doing all his comments like staccato like this. No idea what it is. Might be advice sent to John. Sell the Hasbro. Let's be. Matt, Peter's on one today. Holy shit. It must be like.
Let's also face the fact that you probably have to sell that Hasbro to afford the Mondo one.
I know. Yeah. I'll say this. I saw them both up close. I would ditch the Hasbro.
Yeah.
Oh, well, here's the thing. If you don't want to ditch the Hasbro, you make it into the Ghostbusters 2 version. And then it's a little different, it's like it'll it's like
the reality is, are you wanting the cartoon or movie, or if you want both? Like the one doesn't really replace the other one.
Yeah, exactly. But that was dope. Who didn't give us anything is NECA. Let's not. So yes, we mentioned it. Gary and I had a whole thing. We talked about it. It's like TMNT is pretty much dead.
Yeah.
At NECA, they had kind of like a sad booth. It was just really the stuff I was interested in was one, booth, like not even like the whole booth. It was like one shelf.
NECA was part of the umbrella situation, I guess. Like they had at least four brands on display as their parent company or whatever. So if you went there hoping to see this massive NECA thing, they are now a fourth of the placement, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Diamond Selects toys stuff.
It was it was a little sad.
Oh, fucking Gary. Let's find a way to make it about me.
I know. He just has to just make it. He just John, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have next time we talk to Gary, Peter will like this idea too. We're gonna have a flex counter. Okay. I'm going to secretly, and you as well, we have to tabulate every time Gary like does like a subtle flex or a overt flex like this one. You know what I mean? Like but we'll count it up.
Yeah.
And we'll see, like, just because he'll forget by the time Comic-Con next year comes, he'll forget. But every time he says something that's like a flex, we'll just kind of tabulate it. I think we can get to like 50 by the end of Comic-Con.
Oh, yeah. What else would he have to talk about?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it was a little bit, it was like Wait. Oh, dude. Hold on. Let's read the whole thing here. This was actually a funny moment too. He gave me something I had to check at the airport. Shill harder, nerds. Dude. I will say it about Peter, even though even though sometimes this is against me, man. I don't even want to say what it was, but like he nailed Gary so bad. Like it was like an it's like, remember that show Snaps, like MTV Snaps, and it's like your mama's this, and you have to. He got him so bad, it was like he just shut him down. He hit him so hard. It was all in good fun. I think.
Yeah. And the best part it was all in front of people, so everyone was
in front of it really was like a shutdown moment. So I guess don't fuck with Peter. Peter, I'm not fucking with you. I'm on your side. But yes, back to Nick. It was like look. Half the turtle booth was shit that you saw already. Okay, it's already shit that you saw,
and a lot of stuff you have seen. You didn't see again and will never get made.
Yeah, exactly. It'll never get made. Dude, I don't even want to say this. Like, I'm not going to out who this was. Okay, so if Trevor is watching, which he will at some point, I'm not outing this person, but somebody showed me a bunch of like NECA stuff that they had in the pipeline. It really is fucking tragic, dude. It really is like when I saw that, I was like, so that's never getting made, huh? Like it was look at him now. He's got to like kind of recede back. It was all love. Piece of hair smell. I know what he's doing. Okay. Are these two fighting now? He gave me something, but I'm sending him the hospital bill. Gary, God. Actually, I had a very fun time with Gary. Watch our live stream, our Sans John live stream. We had a good time. We talked about. I think there was no more perfect person because John, you're doing the boycott. Gary Dolan. He was in his element. We talked about. Go watch that live stream. We talked about basically like best and worst of like NECA stuff. But going back to just some of the stuff I said, it was kind of like it was just kind of like, fuck, man, they could have kept going. They could have had some stuff. Now it's going to be up to the people. The people. Who's making you grandma with a gun? I don't know. Customizers. There's a chance. There's a real chance now to make money.
Yeah. That figure never being made is more offensive than Tempestra if she didn't get made.
I know. It's wild. It's wild. Yeah. And then like just extra salt in the wounds. Like it's like the ones that are coming out are these Mirage figures that, I mean, let's face it, nobody cares about. Like nobody cares about that Raptor and Monk guy. Like, like no one really cares about. Dude, I got a buddy who's like, he is Mr. Mirage. He is like an encyclopedia, and he's like, dude, I barely know these guys. You know what I mean? Like I was talking to him at Comic-Con. He's like, so it's just like for them to make those guys as the last guys.
I gotta just to get back to the important things. Peter, Attack Peter. There's something about
at each other.
At what point will Gary realize that he's basically? It's almost scripted, and you hire these. Like there's these two comedians. They come up, and the one guy is supposed to be like ripping on the other guy. He's like a plant in the audience, and he's just like yelling at the comedian on stage. And then the comedian gets a perfect burn because of what the guy yelled. So Gary is so good at setting Peter up that he just comes in with this like.
I know, Gary. You're doing a lot of setup work. I gotta work with. Peter is good at cutting people down. He's from Miami. So he knows how to cut people down. Look, if it was me against Peter, I think he'd really be in trouble. But I think Gary. I mean, Gary's gonna clean your clock, dude. Like he's. I love you, dude. But
you're punching outside your weight class or whatever it's called.
Yeah, Peter's like equipped for that. He's kind of like I grew up with guys like that. He's an asshole from Miami, and so am I. That's no offense. Like he's just like a smart ass from Miami. Although Gary's from New York, but like Gary's from like New York, like upstate. He's not like from New York City. He's like from like I don't know, Buffalo. Gary, where are you from? Like what? You don't get those buffalo zingers. You know what I mean? Or no. But Gary, I feel like Gary's from Gary. Where'd you grow up? Didn't he grow up in like Philly? Gary has like a weird way of saying certain words that makes me think he's like from Philadelphia. Gary, am I right? Where the fuck did you grow up? Super chat, 199 USD. I'm mad Gary has an El Mysterio figure. What? He does? Gary, do you have an El Mysterio figure? Gary, we're not going to fucking keep talking until you fucking chime in. Anyway, all right, there you go. I'm from Syracuse. Does anybody know? Nobody knows where Syracuse is. Nobody can point it on a map. John, can you point? If I show you a map of New York, you know where Syracuse is?
No.
I love Gary. This is all love. He really is he's one of my great friends. Okay, and so and Peter's a friend too. Look, these are all like sometimes you just have to host this kind of stuff. You got these guys obviously have pent up sexual frustration. They have to fucking attack each other, and you know that's just how it works. John, what else did we see that kind of like disappointed or pointed us? By the way, we went over an hour. My boss texted me. But I think I'm good for another like 10 minutes at least.
I am gonna. I mean, didn't you get a new addiction with Tamagotchis?
Oh yes, yes. Look, it's on my channel because I shared it. Okay. Look for a channel called Gabby Found It. I did a video with a one Gabby. Wife of Attack Peter, Attack Gabby. Gabby Attack. Yeah, she's hilarious. Dude, that household must be nuts, just taking shots at each other. It must be like it's so funny. Like my wife, who is my soulmate, okay, but she's like the opposite of me. Like if you ever meet my wife, she's kind of like I'm nuts, and then she's like. You know, she's just kind of like, you know, like, hey, I just want to, hey, look, here's something I planted. You know, it's like that. Like that's my wife. These two, they're both nuts. I mean, they are perfect for each other, but it's also like that household must be like nuts. But yes, it's very fun. Gabby Found It. Look it up. She taught me all about Tamagotchi. I'm not sure she completely sold me on Tamagotchi. Okay. Like, because the Tamagotchi was supposed to be for my daughter, all right? And she's, like, trying to teach me stuff so that I can look cool in front of my daughter, which do I have to look any cooler? I would argue no. But, you know, she went through. And so now I am more learned on Tamagotchi. Oh, yeah, she showed it. Yes, that's right. She did a little thing, and I had, like, the anime blush on me.
Those were the best. Those are the best.
Yeah.
Like she's able to do these like post attacks on you that you can't do. Like you can have your little things and you can say whatever in the moment that you're recording, but then she has the ability to like really just
Yes. No, she was great. She really knows how to like fucking give people shit. I'll give her that. But that was a lot of fun. And then we have a super chat right here. Robot Reviews, friend of the channel with the 5 us. Gary was great. That was like a therapy session for me. LOL. Third-party toy company need to jump on the TMNT party wagon. Thank you for the moolah. And he is right. I will say this: if you are a third-party person, if you are a person that can create stuff, now's your chance. Because now that these guys are out, okay, and they are out, and for the foreseeable future, there's a lot of these figures that people are going to want. Grandma with a gun, Ninja Pizza guys, Arukusaki Hamato Yoshi, or at least Arukusaki Gi. There's a lot of these like mobsters. Yeah. Mobsters would go like NECA TMNT mobsters, season 1 looking mobsters will go great. So if you know how to do this shit, and you can keep it under the radar,
right?
Okay, like you have to keep it under the radar so you can't make thousands of them. I really think you could make some money right now.
Oh yeah, even the turtles in gangster clothing.
Turtles, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I'm telling you, now is your shot. I know a lot of people have made like the John, you've seen, I think you showed me like the pizza blimp, or at least the glider, not the pizza blimp, the turtle blimp or the turtle glider. Resurrect that.
Yeah.
Somebody come up with a like there are all of these, because all these people that love that shit, they don't just go away.
Right.
They don't
And
just
they
like,
don't have anything to spend their money on.
yeah, they don't, yeah, exactly. There's a bunch of people that are like,
So
oh
this
man,
is,
now I don't
yeah.
have
I
to
was thinking
spend my
about this
money.
the other day, that it is now the like aftermarket customizers like time. Work on the
Oh, yeah.
Technodrome stuff. Like, people aren't buying $500, $600 worth of turtles every haulathon, so they'll spend $300 to buy that custom mutant module or the
Yeah.
Technodrome interface or whatever. Like, now's the time for sure.
Yeah, just do it. Super chat, another one, 5 USD from Robot Reviews. The Stabbage Patch Spider came out great too, by the way. Instant must buy. Thank you, buddy. Yes, I revealed yesterday one of the accessories for Flipboard and the Champions of the Faraday, the Stabbage Patch Spider. You go look that up on Instagram. These are the accessories that you get. Okay, with the soon to be number one parody action figure line, Flipboard and the Champions of Faraday. Yes, Dust Tapes and Tamagotchi Catcha. Tamagotchi will be right on deck. Trust me, I'm gonna push this fucking boulder uphill. I said this to Peter. I said this to him drunkenly at the YouTuber thing. If it's just me, I will push this Flipboard boulder up the fucking hill on my own. Okay, until people start going, yeah, you know what? This, because everybody, when you try to do something original, it's hard. Everybody wants to kind of tear you down. Everybody wants to take their shots. I saw some comments. Actually, Pixel Dan did a really nice video. 95% of the comments were very complimentary, but then you got you always focus on the negative. You focus on people going, "What the fuck even is this?" That's what happens when you try to do something new. Don't get discouraged, because whenever you try to do something new, you like turtles? Here's something new. What is that? I want turtles and He-Man. Where's the thing I know? Give me the thing that I know. That's what you deal. You deal with fucking bitches like that. But don't get discouraged. By the way, I think there's a model for like ripping off the target dog and making him a big fucking werewolf. You know what I mean? It's like, because it's still something, but it's something different. That's the trick. That's also with movies. It's like, you can't be too original. You got to do something that people are a little familiar with. That's why when you pitch movies, the people that pay for movies, this is inside baseball, they like you to be like, here's what a producer doesn't want to hear. Okay. A producer doesn't want to hear, I have a completely original story no one has ever told. They don't want to hear that. They want to hear you go, and I pitched this to John. They want to hear you go, it's The Exorcist meets Jumanji. They want that. I know that sounds silly, but like, they want you to go, here's things I know. So that's why I'm still confident with Nefertiti and all this stuff, because it's kind of like what it's kind of He-Man, it's kind of this and that. It's
and parody
works.
Parody works because it is pulling on the things that you know.
Yes, but it's doing something a little different. It's doing something, because I've had, and again, I'm not just saying that just because I want to rant, because I do get asked a lot of questions about, I want to make a toy, I want to make a comic. I get that a lot.
Yeah.
I get that, people will be like, and look, I will say that the Flipboard thing was a little bit lightning in a bottle. It just kind of, it manifested on the channel. And then ask John, for 2 years, I was going to conventions, talking to people going, have you heard of Flipboard? And they're like, what the fuck? Who the fuck are you? I have no idea, pretending it was a thing. So, but whatever you got to pull from, just pull from. But yeah, it's like Peter said, nobody knows anything. Nobody really knows anything. But, you always get that resistance, but I will push this boulder up the fucking hill. Okay. Trust me. If Wave 2 succeeds, it'll only make it fucking worse.
Yeah.
All right.
The fun thing about it is that, like, as you're pushing that boulder up the hill, people come in, they're like, oh, you know what? I'm going to help you. And then they're pushing it, and then they're pushing it. And then it gets to a point where, like, they can't anymore. and then you're like, oh, I need to eat a sandwich real quick, and the boulder squishes those people, just murders them, and then you're like, oh, it's time to get back to work, and then you start pushing up the hill, forgetting about all the people you squish along the way. So
yes, I will have to squish people along the way. That is true. Okay,
that is like every successful person and every billionaire in the world. It's like, I got the boulder up here, but then you look down the hill and you see thousands of squished people along the path.
Yes, you see,
that's how you succeed.
Yes. And I'll say this too, guys. I will talk about the spider thing in a second. I'll say as well, if there's any creatives, because we get a lot of, John and I found out that there's a lot of like creatives that follow the channel. There's a lot of people that want to do shit that follow the channel. Okay. I will say this too. There's a lot of stuff that's funded that's hack shit, like hacky,
right.
like just hack, so it's I'm not saying that like I'm not hack.
Yeah, and we're not talking about that action figure line hacks.
No, this video sponsored by Hacks Action Figures. There's a lot of unoriginal. What I'm saying is that the bar of like original stuff out there is not that like wildly crazy. You know what I mean? Either in movies or that's why, like nobody knows anything. Just if you have some kind of a passion, show it to some friends. That's the again, this is a lot of people have asked me stuff like this. I get this asked a lot because of the action figure and this and that and blah blah. But show it to some friends and get their advice. I show everything to John. Like I show, and then I kind of gauge responses. I show it to John, I show it to Reese. Make friends with people that'll be like, dude, this fucking sucks. You know what I mean? Like I showed Peter the red Suya stuff. I showed him just the comic art because I'm like, Peter's a guy that'll tell me if it kind of sucks. He'll be like, yeah, you know what I mean? Show it to people that make money from creativity. Show your shit.
Or understand it and have an eye for it. The last thing you want to do, and I've hated this my whole life of like working on something, whether it was a drawing or an edit or something, a story, and then you show it to somebody and they're like, oh, that was really fun. Oh, that's really good. And you're like, yeah, but like,
yeah,
give me something here.
That's your wife is not the litmus test for the thing that's good.
Or your mom.
Yeah. I used to think I was going to meet the mentors or wise counsel would teach me the ways. Honestly, outside of Hector, I met like there. Yeah, there's the only mentors or they're hiding from me. Really the only I like that we're in a place now where gatekeepers are not like, there's a lot of cracks in the gate now. It used to be that you had to go to the gatekeeper and you had to get approval or this and that. And like, dude, it's hard for everybody. I saw a thing with Guillermo del Toro. Dude, he has like, do you know that Guillermo del Toro has 20? He's like, I have 25 scripts that I can't get funding for. This is Guillermo del Toro. This is like, you would think like, oh yeah, he just does whatever he wants. So everyone, maybe not, I don't know who's the top of the heap, Chris Nolan. I don't know. Like maybe there is the guy who just never gets rejected, but like, it really is just a rejection game. It really is just like I have 10, I might have 12 scripts and stories. And like John and I will talk some story, this and that just will never see the light of day. But like, just, I would just say, if you're an artist or if you're whatever, but you have something good, that's your weapon. But you're still gonna have to like chip through the fucking the wall, because it's just fucking hard, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy. We're in a time, thanks to the internet, where everyone has their chance, which is great because the odds are also higher. But because everyone has a chance, your odds are now lower.
Yeah. But I will say this, because I used to work for a place called called Script Coyote, and I used to get $10 to read and do coverage on screenplays. That was my job. It was like a side job, and I've read hundreds, it might even be thousands of like screenplays. most of them, so the majority of them are either bad or they're good, but who cares? And then you get a crop of like, whoa, this is different. This is like a different thing. So I will say that, like, I know that like the odds are always like a thing. Like, what are the okay?
Yeah.
I want to make a figure, but what are the odds? Or I want to do this, but what are the odds and this and that? But like, if you focus and you really are doing something that's like different, then the odds will sort of move into your favor event, but it will still
Yes.
be an uphill battle. It will
Yes.
still be
And
an
yeah.
uphill battle to do this shit.
And this goes across the board. I mean, there's a lot of this that relates to what we do with like the channels and stuff. Like, it's also being very true to yourself. It's being true to like the idea and the concept, whatever, the story, the lore. Like you with Flipor, you were true to it, and you like maybe there was influence here or there, like minor things from people, or like if there's input, like, oh, if you added this, it'd be great, and then you're like, oh, that's a good add-on. But you never like rewrote stories, you never changed the idea. Like you just have gone deeper. There's so much to this that people don't even know about yet, but like you stayed true to the thing and what it was supposed to be, and there was no this like, let me shift for you guys. And I think about that in relation to the channel, because it's like people, every once in a while you get a comment, it's like, why do you have to show your face, stop cutting your face? There's like Reddit threads out there that have happened that are like, what do you guys think of this channel? And then it's like 50-50. People either like love it, or the other half is like, he shows his face too much or makes too many jokes or whatever. And it's like, yeah, but if I stop doing that stuff, then I'm just like every other, there's thousands of review channels where you don't see their face, there's no jokes, it's just serious. Like, why don't, like, go watch those other things, that's fine. But like, I will find success and continue enjoying what I do because I stayed true to myself, even if things are shifting.
But it's also what you've done is, you're somebody, and there you go. Gabby found it saying, yeah, we are talking to the haters in the back, John. But like, even so, John's whole story is like, he had like a science channel, but your science channel helped you refine your model.
Yes.
Okay. So that when you started your toy channel, you weren't just like stumbling right out the gate. Your first stuff was pretty well produced. It was pretty well done. And, not to kiss John's ass, because I hate that, but like, John has bigger numbers than people that have been doing this for years. You know what I mean? They're so it's like you eventually, if you, I don't know. I feel like if you're, it's like Shawshank Redemption. Like you have that little pickaxe, and some people get a big pickaxe, and some people are born outside of the prison.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like some people are like, like the guy who directed He-Man. I mean, his father owns Nike. You know what I mean? Like he has a lot of chances. Like I'm not saying you didn't do a good job, but it's like some people are just born already outside of the prison. For the rest of us, you gotta do that. So I'm just saying, like, we get hit up by a lot of creatives and a lot of people that want to, do shit. And it happens all the time. I will say so my first gig, and without getting all long-winded, was because people have asked this. So this is to everybody who was asked, because I also get people as like a writer. I was always writing. I was always been a writer. And when I was in college, somebody paid me some money to write and direct like a science fiction movie. And it did pretty well. It got into South by Southwest. I had a very good experience with that. And I thought I was made in the shade. I was like, I'm a made man. I'm in college, and I wrote and directed this. After that, I had a person represent me, and he was like, write something small. I wrote it. It took me a year. During that year, I had other people send me scripts, like, hey, you want to direct this horror movie? I was like, no. I am going to make the thing I want to make. You know what? I submitted it. He was like, this pretty much stinks. And then I have not directed anything since. I went through a 5-year moratorium where I didn't sell anything. I was broke. I got a day job, and I still have that day job. I still work a day job. I had 5 years where I was pretty much nothing. I had no money, And then I was like, I'm just gonna write something that I like. And I wrote John, I'm telling you, it was fucking stupid, this story. I wrote a script called Dracula and Van Helsing, where it was a reimagining where Dracula and Van Helsing were friends as youngsters and then became enemy. It was fucking dumb. Okay.
It was basically Fox and the Hound.
Yeah, it was it was exactly that. It was the Fox and the Hound. But I was just so over Hollywood. I was just like, I'm just gonna write this. That Sony bought that script. I don't care saying it here. They paid me $150,000 for that script. Okay. I saved that money. I'm just saying this. This is not to flex, by the way. This is to inspire just some people that are creatives. I just ended up saving that money. I continued my day job, even though the stupid person that was repping me was like, quit the day job and start writing. I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. And I just kept on in the day job. And I've been in the day job for 15 years almost. Okay. And I just write on the side. And that's how I make it work. Okay. Yeah. Would I love to quit my day job? It sucks. It's like a 9-to-5 job. Yes. But I'm really not going to do that. Okay. But I will say that money helped me, like put a down payment on a house. So, and I've sold other scripts. So what I'm saying is like, even at like your most desperate moments, sometimes like shit can come out of it. So I say that to like, I hope that like the people that are asking me all the questions, the creative ones, and I know we have Gum It Up makers here. Those are creatives that are, again, it's like they saw how it is. You got to push the fucking boulder up the hill. But like, you just go through these droughts of like, hey, I got something cool. Now I have no money. Hey, I got another thing. Like, unless you become like a thing that you're just every day, you're just fucking working. So I don't know. Or every year you're just working. But that's a rare, that's a rarefied air, dude.
There's also, I think, a lot like, okay, we just learned your history. Snooze. No, we just learned like what you did. Like people that listen to the live streams, they know like how long you've been drawing, how long you've been writing, and the classes you've taken, what you studied, and what you've written and sold stuff. And then, okay, now remember all that when you think about how Flipboard worked and how it launched. Like, not only did you just like sketch something up, and then 2 years later, from the audience constantly pushing you to like do something about it, then you started to do it. But you could do it because of many, many years of studying, practicing, writing, failing, and wanting to be a comic book writer, doing this stuff with gargoyles, and like never really being able to like oh, this is getting a little traction, then it's failing again or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
It's like all of that is really the reason why Flipboard is succeeding. The lore, the story, the extras, why the extras exist, like why you even thought of the extras, because the lore told you these extras need to exist, like characters or accessories or whatever. Why the staff? It wasn't just like, here's a character and he flips toys. And it's like, no, all of this has a purpose and a reason. It does this. And then you got a story, and you got a mini comic, and now you have a graphic novel in the works that is like absolutely incredible. And now is the thing where people get to go, oh my God, like the mini comic was one thing, but like this story is fucking great from start to finish. There's so much here. And it's not just you collected toys, you started a channel and you wanted to make a toy. Like the toy is really like the secondary.
Yeah, thing. Exactly. The toy is a second. Yes. But people want to put that on you.
Right.
People want to put that, like you'll have like, you'll have like a certain toy maker, let's say, that goes on his live stream and he's like, well, why is a YouTuber making it? It's like, well, like I'm a YouTuber in your eyes because I make YouTube videos, but you don't know my history. You don't know who I am. Nobody knows. You know what I mean? So it's just like, but anyway, I just say, yes, that it's like a lot of this, a lot of doing anything artistic, whether you make a figure, whether you make, is really just getting the door slammed in your face a million fucking times. It really, unless you're like one of these, like, wonderkind, that the first thing you did, like, and you just, but
Talk to a girl.
Yeah, exactly. Who's a fucking millionaire. But it's really just a rejection game, and then
Yeah.
every now and then you may get lucky. I have, of course, Brandon, of course, Gas Money Records, 150K. Sorry, wait. By the way, I don't have any of that money left. Okay, this is where all that money went. So excited, crazy, always worth the ups and downs. Life, though. Yes, it is true. And now I have $5 more from this is another way. Is I get people to feel sorry for me and then send me money. But yeah, I don't have any more of that money left. By the way, yeah, I don't know. It's just I'm actually glad that this conversation turned into like an honest. Let's just talk about like stuff, which is what I actually love about these streams. Because you can go anywhere and be like, well, the new toy is $5.99 here and it's $6.99. I like having these conversations with John because like I don't think we realize how many people that we have on this channel, even that follow this channel, that are trying to do something. They're trying to, like either it's a creative thing or it's like they're interested in creative shit or whatever. So I think it's just important to like look at this, like Ace. Like I've been like I know about Ace's history too. Here's like another guy who's just like, again, it's like a little pickaxe chipping away at a wall and this and that, and it's just rejection and this and that. So I've been selling toys since 2000 and only making it's hard, man. It's a fucking hard. Any entertainment business is fucking brutal, which is why I still have a day job. Because I'm afraid of it. Yeah. Unless I have enough money where it's just like, dude, you can coast for 5 years. I don't see myself quitting that,
Yeah,
or
health insurance, all that stuff changes the game.
Yeah, health insurance. People, I know things are not romantic. You can't write a movie called La La Land about health insurance, but health insurance is very important. I also have like a little kid, and she kind of likes eating every day, so it's just like shit like that, where it's just like you just make it work and do your own. Try your own shit. Big Fat Charlie, member for 14 months. Johnny and the Hatter are back. F yeah, John.
F yeah.
Anyway, John, huge derailment. Few minutes left. Any other things from Tokada Razor also gifting 10 memberships. Thank you, buddy. And I won't out anyone. I think we pretty much outed Super Joe. And I think we just stay on outing him. You know what I mean?
Because, let's just remind everybody of that.
Yeah, everybody remember that Super Joe, who is a friend, was not a member. And we got this from Attack Peter 49. Gary, now it's time for your version of an inspirational anecdote. Is this Gary's trying to? No, but Gary's anecdote would be more like a flex, like. You know what I mean? Like it wouldn't be like Gary's inspiration.
Well, it'd be like that time I was trying to, we had these new shoes that we were just trying to promote, and then Tom Kenny came over, and Tom Kenny was like, "I like that," and then now we got, with Tom Kenny, he loved the shoes, so here's a photo of it.
Oh my God,
was that pretty good?
Yes, that was very good. That was very good, John. By the way, just so people know, when I was working at JetX at Disney, I was also stealing food from the commissary. Not the commissary. There was a snack room. I was so poor, I would just take snacks from the snack room because they were all on that big shelf. And and that's what I'm saying. It's like you could even be working at a place like Disney and you got zero money. You know what I mean? So it's not. Don't believe the shit. Don't believe the things that you see out there. Everybody's fucking struggling. Okay, until they're not, and then you're Attack Peter.
One other thing I want
to
say to wrap up, like the
wrap it up.
To find the success of it. Oh my God, the success of it, or to try to anyway, is that like know when you should hire the professional person to do the thing. Like if you're not good at this part, don't try to do it.
Right.
Get the person that can do it.
Yeah.
Knowing when to hand that off, and that can be anything. If we're talking about like video work, it could be just the simple thing of like editing or whatever. Like obviously you're going to lose money, especially if your channel's not making it. Like, but if that's the thing you cannot do, obviously option one is to learn the shit out of it.
or if you can't write the lore of a character very well, then you
Right.
hire somebody to do that. If
Yeah,
you can't
yes,
do the
hire
illustrations, you can't do the graphic work for it. And I know it can get expensive. There's things like Fiverr. I don't even want to make this a conversation about AI. I just mean to say that, like, don't put yourself in a position unless you want to learn and be successful at that task. Learn to know when to hire somebody else to do
yeah.
the
And just to your point, John, there's just as a we made a Flipboard video game. It's on it's on the Apple Store and it's on Google. It's called Flipman. It's basically just like a Pac-Man parody, and like all these nerds are trying to get the toys. I went on Fiverr. I think the whole thing cost me a few $100s, and it was just to say that we did it. Like it was just like a fun, like I just like I was talking to Home Arcade, and we're like, dude, you and I love video games. Let's just make like a Flipboard. Let's just see what it costs. And like it was a fun, interesting learning experience. Like, am I gonna like? I don't know if we're gonna make video games, but it was just exactly to that. It's like I can't make it, but there's people, like let's say you have like an eye for a movie or something. You hire a cinematographer, hire somebody that knows how to frame up, somebody who knows how to work with a red camera. You can find it pretty cheap. You know what I mean? Like you can find, but just like exactly what he's saying. Like if you can't do it, but you have like a vision for it or something, find like it's like kind of like me and Ace. Like I have a vision for these toys, but Ace is pretty much, and I'm not saying because he's here, but he's pretty much like a genius with taking a concept and knowing how to engineer it and make it into something that's tangible.
Right.
I can't do that. I can't I can look at a toy and be like, this is a good toy, but I can't do like tolerances and all this shit. Like I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna like like I can come up with funny lore and a character design. But yes, it's like you find and also surround yourself. Honestly, I said this is kind of a joke, but like really try to, if you can, surround yourself with people that will tell you that you suck or tell you that like something or gauge them.
You see it with professionals. Like you want to talk just strictly about movies. When people start reaching a certain point, or like Elon Musk, you got enough people that are just going like, yes, sir. Yo, that's a great idea.
No one's gonna tell them nothing.
Then everything fucking sucks from now on. Like you were great back in the day because you had restrictions and people were like, maybe let's think about reworking this or whatever. And like, but think of George Lucas and Star Wars. Like his original script was a fucking mess. So, you let the guy just kind of run off and do his own thing, and it just is going to be like, ooh.
Yeah, you definitely did. I like this. I like Gabby's. That's why Peter married. Yeah. Or marry somebody that tells you that you suck. Okay.
Yeah, that's free labor.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like don't I was gonna say I was gonna do actually a very mean celebrity anecdote. I'm not gonna be mean, John. I'm not gonna go for the low. I'm gonna go for the high. I was gonna talk about a certain actor who's a musician who I guess doesn't have friends that tells him that he sucks. That could be anybody. But yes, it's very good to just, and it might not even be, hey, you suck. You might just show it to people and they might be like, oh, cool. Yeah. There's a way to gauge like, okay, I have a lemon, you know what I mean? And, don't push the lemon up the hill because it'll just be a lemon. Anyway, I thought this was a really fun live stream because
I prefer
we could honestly talk about some of this shit, which,
I always love talking about the reality of all this stuff. I mean, there's been streams where even I've done it alone and like show off like, well, how much this video is made with this views or whatever. Like I like.
Oh, I love that shit.
Anyway, I have to piss, so we're gonna end the live stream.
John, do you want to go out on something stupid?
Yeah, I just did. I have to piss. It's pretty stupid.
By the way, John's bladder, just so everybody knows, is like when we go into Comic-Con, immediately he has to go to the bathroom, and he has to go to the bathroom. Minute.
This isn't true. And for the guy that has to like shit every day that we get there at Comic-Con, nobody wants to shit in public, especially with like millions of people using that thing.
No, that's kind of like my fetish is like I like shitting in public. Like it's like That's how I shit. Anyway,
I'm a
let's go off on
cutie.
this. Baby bladder John. You got baby bladder. I'm gonna end the stream right now. Bye. Bye,
Bye.
everybody. Go be an artist.